Good morning friends and welcome to Sharekhan's pre-market action. It's going to be a strong opening for the Indian markets today. The RBI came out with a monetary policy yesterday and has also kept the rates unchanged, the repo rate and reverse repo rates unchanged, and also what it is targeting going ahead as far as the inflation is concerned. At the first half of the financial year 2016, the inflation is likely to remain at 5%. Second half of the financial year 2016 is expecting to inch up probably to 5.5%, but it's going to remain probably below 6% in Jan 2016, which is the target. So that is what is the expectations by the RBI, and RBI is also expecting the banks to pass on the rate cuts that they have recently done, and that is what we have seen by the majority of the banks yesterday, that the State Bank of India, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank have cut the base rates almost by 15 basis points. And yes, the overall now we could expect some sort of easing going ahead by the banks, so probably we might see some sort of a good rally going ahead in the equity markets. Also, as far as the global markets are concerned, what we have seen yesterday, that the European markets closed on a very strong footnote, but the US markets closed a bit negative. The Dow was down around 5 points and Nasdaq was down around 7 points ahead of the Fed's policy meeting on the minutes for the month of March, which would provide some sort of an indication as to what is the policy action by the Fed as far as the interest rates are concerned going ahead. The Bank of Japan is likely to continue the policy of its easing the stimulus, and probably that is what we are, the global markets are waiting in the policy meet today. The crude prices were weak yesterday ahead of the US inventory data today. The Brent is trading somewhere around $58.44 a barrel. And as far as the flows are concerned, yesterday in the Indian markets, the FIs were positive. They continue to remain positive in the cash market. Yesterday's provision figure also shows that they were positive to the tune of around 143 odd crores, and the DIs were negative to the tune of around 324 odd crores in the provisional market for the cash. Going ahead, let's have a look at the derivative analysis as to where the markets are going ahead.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. The Indian benchmark indices ended the volatile day of trade slightly on a positive note. In yesterday's trade, we have seen huge intraday whipsaws ahead of RBI policy. Before the policy announcement, we have seen Nifty was trading in a narrow range of in approximately 15 to 20 points. But as RBI governor has left the interest rate unchanged, due to we have seen a fall of approximately 100 points in Nifty from 8727 odd levels to 8716 odd levels. But in later post-lunch, Nifty has taken support at around lower levels, and from there it recovered sharply and made a new high, backed by gains in Tata Steel, M&M, Bajaj Auto, SSLT, NTPC, due to which Nifty ended the session at 8711 with a gain of 0.25%. In this period, we have seen that for third day in a row, short positions were squared off by market players, as open interest is decreased marginally by approximately 1%. Approximately 19% shares were reduced in open interest, and Nifty futures price increased by approximately 30 rupees. Cost of carry increased significantly by 78% from 5.25% to 9.35%. Also, Nifty futures premium increased significantly from 30 points to 51 odd levels. On the options front, PCR is increased by 3% from 1.98 to 1.01, which is clearly indicating that put option has seen good build-up in call option. In yesterday's trade, put option has added approximately 26 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added approximately 16 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was down by 2.20% and finally settled at 14.25%. On the options front, we have seen that 8,900, also 9,000 call option has seen good build-up in yesterday's trade. 8,900 has added approximately 17% shares in open interest, followed by 9,000, which has added 10% shares in open interest. On the put option side, we have seen that 8,700 was most active put option, which has added 51% shares in open interest, as market was trading very volatile. Then too, we have seen that positions were added in 8,500 put option also, which has added approximately 27% shares in open interest. On bank period front, there is one security in bank period, which is Century Textile, and FIs were net buyers of approximately 1100 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net sellers of 88.30 crores in index futures There were net buyers of 1013 crore in index options. There were net buyers of 172.17 crore in stock futures, and there were net buyers of 28.32 crores in stock options. Our 5-day CWAP stands at 8625. Lower range for the market would be 8600 and higher range would be 8737. As we have seen that yesterday Nifty made a high of 8733. If Nifty crosses this level and sustains above this level, we can see the higher targets of 8850 to 8900 level. Currently Singapore Nifty is up by 17 points, which is at 8744. We may see flattish to positive start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Let's have a look at some of the trading ideas for today. Aurobindo Pharma is the first long idea, where the company has received the approval from CCEA for the qualified institutional buyers to infuse fresh equity of up to 7% amounting to about Rs 2,165 crores. The action to be taken is long Aurobindo. The stop loss of 1340 for target of 1387, 1396. The previous closing price was 1360. Glenmark Pharma is the other long idea. The company has increased the foreign investment limit for the FIs from 35.07% to 49%, and we recommend to go long in Glenmark. The stop loss of 335.5, the target of 860 and 874. The iron ore index price index has risen around 2.1% to $48.06 a ton, which is positive for companies like NMDC and GMDC. So we recommend to go long in NMDC for a target of 133 and 135, keeping a stop loss of 128. Negative news for City Cable, where Delhi government has granted City Cable Network Limited to deposit 33.12 crores as its outstanding entertainment tax for 2 years, along with the interest and penalty within 15 days. So we recommend to go short in City Cable with stop loss of 38.25 for target of 35 and 33. The previous closing price was 37. On the news update, REC offer for sale of shares up to 4,93,70,950 equity shares has set at Rs 315, that is 2% discount with the current market price. Retail investors will get additional 5% discount. Vedanta Resources rating has been reduced by the S&P to BB negative with the outlook negative. Waterways bill to be introduced in the Parliament on 20th of April. Dr. Reddy Laboratories has and its subsidiary Promeus Pharma has announced the filing of 3 NDAs with the US FDA. Indian Cabinet has approved the real estate regulatory bill, and the Fortis Healthcare company has received $55 million from Singapore hospital deal. Stock with positive bias for today: Tech Mahindra, Hindustan Unilever, Tata Motors TBR, and stock with negative bias is Oriental Bank, Sun TV and REC. Stocks from investment perspective, we prefer Larsen & Toubro, Aditya Birla Novo, Maruti, Ultratech and Lupin. That's it friends from the Sharekhan's pre-market action. Thanks, have a nice trading day.